We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
To throw on 3rd down, Travis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Travis. This pass out wide to Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle with Barkley. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Play action. Here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Travis buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Travis eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Travis, he'll buy some time right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Travis. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard from 19 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's got this down to the 35.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Adams, the man in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. They'll give to Hall. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline, Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 68 yards. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Barkley is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Looking to throw. Travis. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jordan Davis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun. Travis escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Rolling to his left. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
It's a 7-yard touchdown run.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Travis, flush to his right. Here's a diving catch right side. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Travis.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
They'll look to throw again.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
A 2-yard touchdown run.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Here's Hall again. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
9 yards there on the touchdown run. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Now inside the 25. Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
There he goes left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Steps away to his left.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On play action, they'll throw.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Dancing to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So from the 37, here's second down and 3. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he'll get this up past the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a first down throw. Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Williams. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Here's Rattler now on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Rattler wants to throw it. Finding Taysom Hill, complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the shotgun, Rattler. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Rattler. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rattler. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll go. Here's Rattler. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. To the air is Rattler. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st and 10, Rattler. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Rattler. And incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rattler now to throw on 1st and 10. Olave over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And a point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Rattler to the air on 2nd down. Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Rattler.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rattler looks to throw on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Olave holds it in. On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Milton Williams
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, here's Rattler.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Rattler. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.